In South Cornwall, there is a beautiful cove. There are more coves, of course, there, but this one is special. Why? Because in 1870, Scottish entrepreneur John Pender completed their chain of telegraph cables which connected India to Britain. This quiet cove was chosen because it was quiet. There were no ships coming in and out, so there was less chance for the cables to be damaged. In June 1870, just the same month after completion of the connection, John Pender received first message from India, from Bombay, to his London home. Just the next day, this service was open to the public. Before that, message from India to Britain would take 6 weeks or more. 6 weeks or more, and after that it took just 9 minutes. 9 minutes! This is such a big difference. It means that the world became much smaller. From that moment, people could communicate almost instantly. What a difference that made. At Porthcurno, in this hut, which was on the top of the cliff, there were cables from everywhere. There was, of course, first was the cable from Portugal, then it came from India. By the start of World War II, in 1941, was very clear that this station is very important. About 70% of all the communication of the Allies was going through there, through Porthcurno. So it naturally meant that there is going to be a target. So they decided to go underground. The cliffs around Porthcurno are solid granite, so experienced Cornish mine workers were employed to create tunnels, and so all the equipment was taken underground. Porthcurno telegraph station kept on working till the 70s, and after that it turned into an education center for telecommunication specialists from all over the world. Don't pay attention to the cat behind me. He is just exploring. So at 1993, the school also ceased working, and then after that the buildings were transformed into a museum, including the tunnels where all the equipment was brought in the beginning of Second World War. Porthcurno is at this moment a wonderful museum with a lot of equipment. Most of it is in working. There are maps. They are beautiful maquette. It's a beautiful maquette of a ship for laying cables on the oceans. On the bottom of the ocean, and for me it was very interesting to see it because it is difficult to imagine how is it possible these extremely heavy cables of long distances to be put underwater. So it is a bit of a miracle. In the museum you can see very well explained everything. Excuse me, I'm going to remove the cat from this program. Otherwise I can't go on. Porthcurno station, or PK as it became known as the telegraph code, became the most significant telegraph station in the world. However, at the turn of the century, there was some excitement, there was some danger, because just 10 miles from Porthcurno, Marconi was busy to establish his wireless communication. Two communication, wireless and cable, kept on existing side to side till 1934, when a merger was proposed, and so cable and wireless came into existence. So at this moment, biggest part of the Porthcurno telegraph station is still underground. There is the museum, and there you can see a lot of the equipment still in working.